Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a while. Lots of things not panning out as they should, and technology playing a major hand in it as well. I love technology, I love gadgets, I love all of that. When they start messing about and not behaving themselves and not doing what they're supposed to be doing, I don't like them at all. So I'm out here today trying to catch up because there is a lot happening, and it's about time I recorded some of it. Although I wanted to do it this morning and the sun's come out this afternoon, so it might not actually do me the right colours on some of the things, but we'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. Now right here we have Dendrobium Dennis Rosager, and because of the sun, if I do that, you can see these are recently open flowers because there's lots of lemon and yellow subtle in that colour. So if I take that, it takes it away. But both of them, one's got more lemon left than the other. This is the one that's been open the longest and is pure white. But it all opens this gorgeous yellow colour that's down here and then fades within days to the white. It's quite fascinating actually. Not many people would agree with me, but I do. I agree with me, obviously. Now what wasn't curled over this morning when I was out here was this flower. Now the heat of the day has got to it, it's decided to turn its toes up. This is another Dracula Giga Xanthina. The one I keep saying is wishy-washy, and compared to the other one it is wishy-washy, but it's still doing nicely for me, and I can't knock that because if you go down here, we've got a separate spike coming out there. We've got a separate spike coming out there, so it's growing two upwards instead of coming out. Well, this grew all of them upwards, didn't it, this one? Whereas this one, like, just send them out from the bottom and then climb up. But this is the other Xanthina, and he's putting out more spikes on, more flowers on the spikes. Another one to come over there. This one has got that one. So there's four. This one, 1, 2, no, 5. Don't tell lies, Lynn. There's 5. So there's 5 more flowers coming. I broke a spike, as is my wont, as you know. Down here we've got Robaldorum putting out flowers. But what he's also doing, if we go over there, you can see, he's decided to put some spikes out the top as well. And if I turn this here, do that, he's growing 3 spikes ramrod straight upwards. So they've been very happy with this cooler weather, the better weather, but we've had a couple of hot days, hot afternoons, and I've put half the shading, mesh shading on one half on the south side where the sun comes in, because it's now starting to be higher in the day. It doesn't need the aluminium shading on yet, but I had to protect the Draculas because there was loads of them coming into flower. So I've put half of that up until we leave it a few more weeks and we put the aluminium shading up. But that will be going on soon. Now, what we've also got here is a Masdevallia Coccinia alba with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 spikes on it. It's the first flowering since I repotted it, split it, so that's good. There's another Coccinia there with 4 spikes on. The others have, oh no, that's Dennis Rosager actually. He's got a 4th spike down there, so he's got plenty going on. Now, Mr. Faithful, Masdevallia ignea. It's the first one to flower this year. And this is the last one. I haven't repotted this one. This is the last one to be repotted. In the background, looking like candy cane, is Masdevallia Carol Tarlow. It reminds me of a stick of rock, that does. What have we got over there? Oh, over there. Oh, over there. I need to do this carefully because Dracula barrowii has opened a flower. How cute is that? And that I repotted last June. Hasn't flowered for a while. Up here on its 1, 2, 3, 4th flower with a 5th one in the wings there. Dracula Vampira. And moving swiftly along this way, see if we can zoom in there and you can pick up those colours. Look at that veining in there. That is Masdevallia 2-cow gold strike. Is it 2-cow gold strike or 2-cow something else? No, gold strike. He's another one that still wants repotting, which that will be done after he's flowered. But I love his flowers. I don't know who the parent is, but part of that tells me it might be coccinia, but I don't know. I love it. I just love it, love it, love it. So I've got 2 Chestertonii in spike. Come out of the zoom, please. This one, I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones that hasn't flowered, because I think that one that's flowering there, where my finger is, I think that's the one that has flowered. But I could be wrong, it might be the other way around. But yeah, coming straight out the bottom, these ones. Ramrod straight down. There's 3 on there, so I've put them all hanging on baskets lower down so that they don't get caught in the sun. It'll be rather nice to have those flowering. Oh, and Mr. I don't want you in. Oh, what do I want you like that for? I'll sort you out in a minute. Hebecana yellow or orange variety. This one isn't a yellow. Is turning its toes up at the flower. And looky here. This is in a small 2-inch pot. Masdevallia cordata. I've never grown this before. Well, I've tried to, but I've killed it. I've never successfully flowered it. So I bought this because it was the last chance I'd have to sort of get a hold of one. About 18 months ago from Equigenera. And it's done nothing. And I was going to repot it, but I didn't. I left it. And here are 1, 2, 3, 5 that are nearly open. When I counted it the other day, there were 14. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there was some more in the middle. There's definitely 10 there. No, there's another one. 11. 12. There's titchy ones. Look, 12. Another titchy one. And there, 13. One's aborted there. But that's because it's in a pot that's really too small for it. But I'm not disturbing it now because I want it to flower. Needless to say, none of these flowers are going to be open for the show on Saturday because it's Thursday today. But it's going to be a good show. As in, these flowers are going to be a good show. But over the back, we can see Coriacea, which is the big one I've got from the split. The other big one is there. Margaret East had one of these big ones. and hers is flowering. This one has got 3 flowers on, which is behind the other one. That one has got 4. The 2 smaller versions that are in 9cm pots have got nothing on, but that's fine. They were smaller to start with, so I think on the whole what we've done and what we've got is quite good. Bearing in mind what I did to it, because it was so pot bound. I've actually cut the entire root system up to get it out. Well, I smashed the terracotta pot actually. I smashed it and then I had to break through the roots to get the divisions because they were so tight in the pot because I'd been naughty and left them and not done anything with them. And here we have what's supposed to be Dracula Karenii, which isn't, obviously, as we know. Putting up more flowers. This one is on its second. This one is on its second. This one is on its first. This one is on its third. So they're doing all right there. Oh, look what we've got up there, right up in the roof. Dracula Giga Santhina, the other one, the really nice yellow one, is almost ready to open another spike. I think there's 5 canes on there now with the next flower spikes on there. I'm going to have to lower that again because that was going to touch the window, the roof. So, nightmare. Nightmare, nightmare. And if we turn around here, we have, well, you can't get the colour of that one, Masdevallia Kimbaliana, who has got, I'm going to get these flower spikes around here, because I'm using milk bottle tops with slug pellets in because the damn slugs still keep coming. I am going to take this to the show on Saturday, but not all of its flowers will be open. I think it'll have 1, 2, 3, it's got 6. It'll have 7 open by Saturday, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 5 more to come. So it's more than 50%, so I'm going to take it on Saturday. This isn't its best flowering by far, but this is the first time it's flowered since I repotted it, and the roots were dire. It flowered the odd flower last year, but not a good flowering like this. And next year it'll be even better than this. So that'll be rather nice. We've got Masdevallia Southern Sun down here. This is another hybrid, another one with a gorgeous sheen on the flower. He's good. Here we have Janet Houtcrow. I love the colour of this one. It's a coccinia cross. Can't remember what with, but I will put pop-ups. This one is Imperial Flame. The flower's going over. It's a deeper colour than my original Imperial Flame, but I like that colour. Over the back we have Tridens. I was going to say it's not over Avis. It hasn't got any spots on. I haven't got any over Avis in flower. That's Masdevallia Tridens. So that's his first flower. Oh, we've got another spike there too. First flowering since it was repotted in 2019. We have Line Timony here. Flowers going over as well. That is Masdevallia Divina. There's several splits of that with flower spikes coming on them. And oh, wait a minute, let's not forget this. Look at that. Dracula Vampira putting down 3 ramrod straight. Flower spikes. Now, what we have also around here, which is a very firm favourite of mine. And the colour contrast on the lip of this Dracula, that is a gorgeous, that lip is a gorgeous peachy colour. Look down there. Oh, wibble wobbles, wibble wobbles. But the veining, because the sun's come out now, you cannot. Yeah, look. Peach veining all through that gorgeous lip. He's so cross, that one. I love it. He's up there with Chestertonii for me. There is another of Nepanthes Inca. This is what they're like before they open. There's my finger. There's my finger. And then they open to this, so it's quite a nice size for a Nepanthes, I think. Quite a nice size. Up there where you're supposed to be. So we like him. Now, I came out here last Friday to get the two Masdevallia sasias and take them and append them in one of these baskets, the octagonal baskets here, like that. But when I looked at them, 1, 2, they have flower spikes, because I put them out of the roof before Christmas. This one's put out flower spikes, the other one hasn't, so I'm still going to carry on ahead with doing that. It might then flower later in the year. Here we've got a nice little flower on Amelie. Gorgeous little, looks like a duck's head, that for me, with a lovely long beak. And here is another really nice Mazzy hybrid Masdevallia Marquis, and it is Venusta crossed with, can you tell by the bottom tails, the shape of the flower, it's crossed with Decumana. Gorgeous, gorgeous contrast in there. Lovely, absolutely stunning. And Prince Charming is picking up after his repotting. My bigger Prince Charming that was split into two, this is half of it, this is the other bit. Look at the new growth, because the new growth is always this lovely green. Since I repotted this in December, 29th of December 2020. There's a record on this plant from the 30th of September 2005, because I won it in a raffle from somebody, and I got it in, where's my writing, 5th of the 8th, 17th, I put on there, I repotted it, and 29th of December 20, I split it into 3. So, but this on this piece has gone absolutely mad. And that one has got a flower on. So this up here has to be my all-time favourite Masdevallia, because it's the gorgeous, obviously Veitchiana, but it's Veitchiana Prince de Gaulle. So, and I know I've done this before, but you just have to see it. It's like velvet. Absolutely stunning. That's why I like the Veitchiana hybrids. I just love it to see what they do. And talking about my ones with fleshy leaves here, there's a dry pot there that shouldn't be dry. I missed that this morning. Do that in a minute. Gargantua this is. It was pot bound and not doing much, so I put it in a terracotta pot with a mix of chopped sphagnum, bark and charcoal, and it has done that for me. But if we can do that and I can do that, you can see all the colouring on the outside, but again with these, look at the lips. Look at that on there on the inside. It's just, the detail down there is just amazing. And this one, Gargantua, and that one over there, Angulata, and Hystrix, and Coriacea, and Bonplandii. And I think my Bonplandii is here, because I didn't know about Bonplandii until I saw Margaret's Bonplandii. And it didn't have very good roots when I got hold of it, so I put it in one of these pots, in Welsh moss, because it's a terrestrial as well, along with Ignea. Who else? What's the other one? Do you know what? I can't remember. Oh, Veitchiana's a terrestrial too. So yeah, and it's now growing on beautifully, and that's dry too. I need to give that some water in a minute. So that test worked, although I'm not impressed with the smaller leaved flowers that are with smaller root systems, not so fleshy. They tend to have fragile root systems, a lot thinner roots. They don't tend to do well, or they haven't done for me, in the Welsh moss. So I'm still keeping those in once I've got their roots to regrow. Oh, here's one of the... Can you get my plant out of there? Thank you. Here's one of the smaller Coriaceas. And even he's not bad. He's got 2 new growths, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what have we got in the way of roots? Oh, look. Roots to the bottom. So if anybody wants a Coriacea division, let me know. I've got 2 like this that need to go. Now here we have Line Timony again. This is the one that'll be going to the show. His flowers opened after the other ones, and he's got still more to come. So he'll be going. Another Ignea with quite a few flower spikes coming in there. So that one's doing okay. What have we got down there? There is something going on down there, but I don't know what. Oh, look, Sorlii flowers gone. This one, no, not you, this one. Let's put a Sorlii flower up. And I'm going to let it flower if it lasts and the heat doesn't get to it. But then come what may, all of the Sorlii are being taken out of their pots, flower spikes or not. I shall cut them off, and they're being repotted to give them the oomph they need to carry on growing and producing more flowers. But I'm definitely going to keep them in the cool house and not put them in the intermediate or the warm house again. But even this I have to try and keep a lot cooler. But once the foggers are on and the shading's on, it'll be fine for a little while. There was another one, Taborchii, that's what it was. And it was one in one of these. That's not it. It was one in a thing like that, and it's one Alan gave me. There it is. Is that Taborchii? Yes. Dracula Taborchii. Alan gave me it. And finally, I'll try not to break this off. It has put a flower spike up before, but clever clogs me broke it off. So we will try and not break it this time so I can see what the flowers are like, because I don't know. But I think now I need to water these other ones, and I've got to go in and do paperwork for the show, printing that needs doing. And we need to get some more air in here, but the roof vents are open. Look, looky here. It's March and we've got roof vents opening. This has happened for 3 days on that side of the greenhouse. 3 days. What's the temperature? 22 degrees in here, and the roof vents in here open at 19. So, what are you doing? You silly machine. Come back. So yes, lots happening. Nice to see that the plants from the repots are all recovering and spiking. Always good to see. The new root growth is starting, so that's good. And of course, as always, there's more to repot. But that's fine. We'll do it in a relay system because there's Draculas that need doing as well. So I will go and attend to what I've got to do, and I will also tomorrow, hopefully, if I get all the work done and the plants ready, film you what's going on in the warm house, because there is lots happening in there. So that is something to watch out for. So on that note, I'll leave you with promises of things to come. Masdevallia Prince Charles, that's a beautiful hybrid, and the Queen of Masdevallias, which I think it is anyway. There's nobody else saying that, just me. But yeah, on that note, I will leave you and go and do the work I've got to do. But first I'd better water what I've just found is dry that I missed this morning. So take care, stay safe, see you on the next one. Bye bye now.